Hello guys, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well. So this is just an update video on one of a previous video which I had made where I had a fracture on my left hand, and this is called as a boxer's fracture. Many people, many youths are going and getting this fracture because if you went out with a fight, अगर आपका कुछ झगड़ा हो गया या फिर you have punched a wall in frustration and all, it happens. So basically, in my case, it was a small altercation, and which led it to this incident actually. So, what happened with me is that when I got this fracture, what you have to be doing after you getting this fracture is immediately go to the doctors. Okay, so I suggest, if this will hardly take around from my, I'll also break down the expenditure also, how much you'll be incurring in case of any fracture. So this will be very helpful for you because I personally have done all this, and you can, you never know, because sometimes what happens is we want to have an expert advice, but they might not be an expert because they have not gone through that phase, right? So I dealt with this personally while I was living in a different city and I had no access to any of expert advice. So I figured out it on my own, and I did everything, and you have to be doing the same thing itself. And so what happened is I incurred this fracture on a Saturday evening, and after that I you lose a bit of sensation in your hand. Many people think that fractures will be very painful. No, it will not be. If you restrict momentum on that, that means don't let it move too much freely. Try to keep it in a very steady position, and if you're feeling a bone is sticking out, just try to push it in a bit. If it is paining too much, leave it out. Now, in my case, I incurred it when in the night, so I didn't have an opportunity to go to the hospital as all the hospitals were very far away from my location during that time. So what I did is, what you do is wrap a, like, put a small piece of straight cardboard or straight pla- or a scale works great with you as a first aid, and just wrap a cloth around it. Because see, never ignore a bone fracture, because that has to be have a doctor's appointment, because if it starts healing, it will cause complete deformity. Even though I had a boxer's fracture, still you can see that like it is healed up, but still the bone is got a bit bigger because the extra bone cartilage has grown on it. Now, first thing which I did is that I went to the doctor in the morning, and once I went to the doctor is just you need to have an X-ray. So what you have to do is, I didn't have my X-ray. So the doctor told me that they'll have to remove an X-ray and had to pay some extra amount. But what I suggest is, if to save time, once you get a fracture, just go to the nearest X-ray taking shop and you just get your X-ray, because that is the only thing which will decide what kind of level of fracture you have and how it can be treated. And you can save more money also there. So first take an X-ray. Once you go to the doctor, you just show them your X-ray, and they will suggest you, if your bone is too much broken and it is not in place, they might even put you in place and they might start the plastering procedure. Or else what happens is they will give you an advice that you have to go with the surgery. Now, for minor fractures where the bone is literally in the same position and there is a fracture and it's broken but it's not completely dislocated, that is no need to worry about. You will be good to go in around 8 weeks. Okay, for the best, you can even remove the plaster at around 6 weeks, but I suggest to keep it for like 8 weeks, so that it is completely healed and you don't have any complications. And after that, the doctor will suggest you that once if the fracture is not severe, they'll start plastering it. They'll, because the technology is quite different right now. Before, what they used to do is they used to use plaster of Paris, but it's not like that. There is a already an existing compound which they just wrap on you with a cotton bandage and all. They wrap on you and it's done. The fracture is, it hardly takes around 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. It's so quick now. So don't worry about it. And like it will charge you around, it depends from hospital to hospital, but when I visited, I didn't care about the money, so I visited a good hospital. And they charged me around like 5,000, 6,000, I believe 6,000 was the cost of it. But and insurance will not cover this, so you have to have cash ready. And what is the, after the fracture, what are the precautions you can take? Precautions you have to be taking is, first of all, be very careful of dropping water on your plaster. Always keep like plaster away from you, water away from the plaster, sorry. And don't take a shower, but always try to wrap it up perfectly. Put a tape, put plastic and put a tape, completely make it waterproof and do it. And to keep it from having any odors, don't sweat too much, don't go to the gym, don't do anything which is causing a lot of sweat, because that's one region where you cannot put water and heal it. So you need to be very careful and not putting water. Don't put water, and also use powders, a little bit of powder. You can use it, which is like Nycil powder or Dermicol, anything. I'm not promoting it, but you can do it. So after that, life will be same. And it will cause you a lot of irritation also, but you have to understand that that's the part of healing. And also, one very important thing is take a lot of calcium. Drink milk if you're a person who's like lactose intolerant or vegan. Just make sure that you take tablets, calcium tablets, vitamin D and calcium tablets, which will help your bone healing faster. So yes, these are all the things which I did. I hope this video helps you a lot, and we'll catch up. See, if you have any doubts, I had many doubts and I'm answering this. I hope this video, you find this video again, and you just get an idea of, because some people told that recently they had it as well, and you take precautions. And also the healing will be fast, don't worry. Just make sure you take calcium and vitamin D tablets. Okay, so any other doubts also, please drop in the comments, or email me directly, so that we can get in touch and we can talk about it. Any other topic, if you're having doubts also, let's get together and discuss about it. Okay, so I hope you get well soon, and please take care.